I just finished the last deliverance session of the year. This year is going out with a bang. I'm telling you, it's going out with a bang. Well, let me tell you about this session. Quite detailed. This woman is of Hispanic descent. I don't know how she found me. I can't remember. But she was experiencing lots of rejection throughout her whole life. Her whole life. And like rejection was a recurring theme. She's a young woman. And I'm not going to tell you where she lives. But she's 27. She said that she had soul fragments crying in her head saying they want to be free of all these curses. It was like a group. She felt the pain of a group of ancestors or soul fragments or whatever. It was not her emotions she was feeling. She was experiencing somebody else's torment. So, and they all wanted to be free. And she heard a voice say, "Why do I have to live such a cursed life?" And so I went ahead and dived right in. Excuse me, I got some shiny under my eye. She dived right in. I dived right in and found out she had an ancestor named Peter. Peter, who came up in this session. He was 16 years old. Peter and another soul fragment named Sebastian. I got to vent. This stuff is so wild. Peter was initiated. His parents became a part of an organization where basically worshiped Pharaoh. And the parents and an uncle had to do an initiation, and it involved taking little Peter at age 5 and raping him, all right, his own family. They wanted to be a part of the Illuminati, and then they were required to do that. I mean, these organizations are vicious. So that really was the deep root of rejection in her life. This soul fragment. When you are carrying rejection, when you're carrying trauma, it's not always your trauma. It can be trauma from ancestors. But she heard them all crying. It's not the first time I heard this before. She heard them all crying out for relief and to be set free from their suffering. So that was really the root. I should just stop there. It brought in a root of rejection in her whole life. And she doesn't look like I wrote too much. Okay, so she had 62 soul fragments of ancestors who have been tortured in her head. So she was carrying all that trauma of 62 ancestors in her brain, and 34 soul fragments of tormented souls from her ancestry in her heart. Now, if you're carrying all that pain around in your head and in your heart, it's not going to feel good to you, okay? That's a lot of torment, a lot of trauma to carry around. So, ultimately, it was the uncle who initiated everybody, and the uncle who manifested in this session. His name was Sebastian. And he said, "She belongs to me." No, he said she belongs to the Illuminati. Sorry. She belongs to the Illuminati. The uncle, Sebastian, in order for him to gain rank, he had to off 5 people and eat them. Ultimately, Peter was burned alive and eaten by this uncle. This happened 20 generations ago in this woman's bloodline. She's carrying all this torment and trauma. Okay? It's ugly. It's real ugly. If you are suffering from lots of trauma and torment, trust and believe whatever you went through in your lifetime, multiply that 20 times, okay? You're carrying the trauma of other people who went through equally horrific or worse things. It looks like this was worse. So the wild thing was, like, when I finally called the uncle out, her eyes crossed. She made the craziest facial contortions, okay? And I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, this year is really going out with a bang. 2025 is really going out with a bang, guys. Like, wow. I mean, the facial contortions, anyway, no, I'm not going to ever show anybody getting delivered because nobody needs to be shamed like that. Right? So, anyway, if you are tired of being tormented and you want to be relieved of your pain, consider entering the School of Deliverance at breakingcurses101.com. My links are in the bio. See you in the next video.